belakang Stand ada orang nggak?
Ada. One on the top over there.
Here. Cage triggered.
What out? What out?
Enemy spot.
Ah.
See the spike.
Still in sight.
He's there. Get in.
One enemy remaining.
Winnable, guys. This is winnable.
Just like in practice.
I used to be GM, tapi ako bilang. A lot of our family jago, uncle. Okay. This is winnable, y'all. This is winnable. Uncle dulu mistake terus suruh legend. We're clutching it, lagi musik lagi katanya. Terus aja yang mistake.
Mana nggak ada.
Terus the fight one siapa tuh yang udah lama. Itu dia. Uncle family jago gitu.
Ada anjing ada. Wah ada anjing.
Guys, someone here.
To be honest,
Required
Oh ya
destroy.
man.
you cannot play like the way mythics play it. A little.
Begins.
When they play itu,
I got one guy.
nice. Right of you.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Fire in the hole. What the fuck?
I saw your secrets. They may be weak.
Okay, nice one, okay.
Ah,
Again. Again. Mau ya?
Iya.
Good gun.
No.
Let's G.
Last.
Salah.
Ini, I'm kidding. Get it.
Finally there. Oh my
emang
god.
dulu better.
Okay, let's get set up.
Karena kalau play
Wait, go.
What do you mean, Asian?
Mau tahu?
Nowhere
Playing me with an Aries. Oh god.
Fuck. Yo, what the hell? How?
Low, bro.
Fuck.
Last player standing.
Ah, I got sprayed, bro. Two people have an Aries, right? Ah, you lost one.
Trick
Nice,
shots.
good shot.
You got-
Cage
got
triggered.
it.
Nice.
And behind.
Spike planted.
Reload first. Reload if you can.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, then.
Holy shit. One
One more.
more.
Left.
Aim higher. Don't aim at the ground.
Wait. But you gotta kill this
One
bitch.
tap.
He's not gonna come out. He's gonna keep going.
Nice, then.
No way.
Come on.
Oh my god.
I stole his ace.
You forget. I always play high stakes.
And I'm so bad right
I
now.
had to say I got it in this game. This guy looks sick.
And guys, actually, I'm really trash at this game right now. I'm really trash.
I feel like they're gonna go B now. So I'm gonna follow Austin.
Nah. I just split
I'm
evenly. We
actually
win.
so trash now. I don't know why I'm so trash.
Oh my god, that was.
I'm not getting
That goes there.
Tentang lu Asian? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Lagi pula namanya kan Dewa Kentang. Paling kentang.
Wait, Austin. I meant Sin. Just stay there. Sin, don't be there. I'm
Why is
holding
Josh
there.
there?
Right here.
Nobody on one.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, I see one.
Don't worry, I got wire skin. If they I know.
I heard someone go for it.
Ya pam. Reina 100 aja.
I'm going top Sin.
Alright.
Reina overheal. Damn.
What is your flanking? I'm slow.
Spike planted.
Buried.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god, man, I'm nasty.
Easy comeback, easy comeback, easy
Oh my god.
easy comeback.
I'm not even doing anything wrong.
What the hell is wrong with me right now? What are you gonna do early game today?
Bro, you know what happened? This is what I got into today. I just got out the game and literally you guys told me to play unrated or combat.
Bro, because I got disconnected.
Just go here.
Oh, good.
We played one spike rush and then we played compare.
Bro, I have.
Yeah, I can upload
I'm
ini
not
kan.
active all the
I'm
time
holding-
in Valorant because I'm scared I get.
Bentar, aku gak bisa denger mah ada ini ya. Nggak tahu kenapa sekarang gak bisa denger. Ya? Iya.
On me.
Where?
Hihihi.
Kayaknya ada set lagi deh.
No get my walls unbroken.
Prepare for hellfire.
I'm a
Oh, I didn't have a head, bro.
You will not kill my ally.
Look at this rest. Aduh. Iya. Good shit. Careful. Wait.
Give me a corpse.
Keep going here.
Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse.
No.
Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse.
B.
So there's one in beacon.
Give me a corpse.
Yeah.
Give me a corpse.
Bro,
Give me a corpse.
I'm allowed to move.
Bro, I told you no one's gonna be in.
30 seconds left.
Wait, bilang apa, bro? B. Teleporter.
Oh, yap, I see.
Oh, dia planting.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Good shit. Oh, my.
Where is he?
Defuse, you go defuse.
Sin.
Last player standing.
Pretty low. Why?
You should have stopped halfway.
I'm so bad. I can't do it.
Ashen, can you give me your gun, Ashen? Can you give me your gun? Please. I like that skin. Can I have that skin?
No,
That's
Josh, can I
Josh's
have the
skin.
vandal please, just to make. I want to feel good, not in like a sexual way, but like I want.
What the fuck?
Harus klarifikasi, not in a sexual way.
You must keep them out.
Andrew, hold other side.
Shit. Oh, I'm so bad. Like, guys.
Oh, two.
No.
Go behind. Don't go from there, go from behind.
No.
Go to the teleporter, fam.
Go back.
Last player standing.
Also, you just
All you
come
need
over.
is a double kill.
Yeah, man.
Too much.
Man. Oh, fuck. Not like that, man. Not as easy as...
Give me a
One enemy remaining.
Axe scan.
Spike planted.
B, right on B.
Man, she's a bitch, bro. Take by surprise. Man,
See,
come on.
see, bro. If I do that.
Shut the fuck up, Axel.
Clutch.
Oh my god. Oh, look at Cyber 3500. Let's go.
good work, friends. Keep using my vision to your advantage.
What is wrong with here? Let's go. I'm really happy right now. What the hell? But well, I'm not happy because after this I got a 1 hour punishment, right?
What's your punishment?
Yeah,
Get a
you
slap
did.
it?
Yeah, AFK, remember?
Wow, this is a nice one.
Konsentrasi.
Where are you?
There.
There.
I don't give a shit. I'm fragging. I'm fragging now. I don't give a shit.
Mid. Hey.
Oh, someone's in the portal. Alright.
Careful. Don't show that.
Huh, someone's camping.
Other side. Hold your gun, that's stupid.
Tripwire destroyed. Found you.
Someone camping portal.
Headshot.
Someone's there. Oh, he beat you A.
If you shoot at the front, yeah.
He beat you A.
20.
Yeah, I know. One day.
Go.
YOLO!
You will not kill my allies.
You got Ray. You always have to
Head level. Every time, head level.
outside the
30
teleporter.
seconds left.
Ini fucking camping, man.
One enemy remaining.
Austin, you got this, bro.
Austin, wait, what rank is he?
He's lower than
No, fuck, shouldn't be a silver, dude. You should be like gold 3, right? Austin,
Yeah,
you should be a gold 3.
hopefully.
Get good.
Match point.
You burn this.
boy.
Make it official.
He has the best big stat.
Can carry, man. For that
Hey, dude, you gotta admit, dude. Now I'm learning how to use my skill. You know.
Yeah, tapi
40 ping, I have 40 fucking ping.
you play, you aim like.
I just realized Vandal is AK like since like no.
You don't use your laptop anymore, gitu.
No, I would use my laptop sometimes. But I mean, like if I were to go serious, then
Coming you said for your laptop.
no, like if it's like a competition, of course I use my PC. Tapi kalau kayak cuma main kayak undated or something like that,
Your
ya,
PC and your laptop kan basically almost the same FPS.
different dulu. Here I get like 300. There I get like 100 or less.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you don't need 300 FPS. Careful.
Yeah.
Careful.
For hellfire.
Still one right.
Ah!
Go back.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Alright, we win.
Tunggu.
Wait.
Cutting their vision. Stay inside.
There, go. Hey, you gotta chill, my dude. Left.
Nice.
Defenders win.
Alright, guys, you guys go play first lah. I'm gonna have the AFK punishment first.
Ya, gua jalan dulu ya. Gua nanti main. Nalep.
Alright, I have the AFK thing, or whatever it is.
So fast, man.
Got triple one.
I am silver 3.
Actually, no, you don't, Sin. No, you don't.
Really? I don't.
Austin.
No, you don't have.
Oh damn.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, I need
Nice.
to train. Bro,
Woi,
Why? We just want to compete.
Oh, okay. Guys, I gotta take a break. Give me one sec. I gotta take a break.
Itu, man. Bye,
I
guys.
want to take a break.
15 menit only. Alright, bye.
Oh my god.
Woo. Nice guys. GG's. Pretty sick. Gotta see that clip, but it's a pretty good game. Don't really miss to dun 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 dun. Oh, I have dun 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 dun. It's I have dun 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 dun. It's I have Shark 1 2 3. It's I have Shark 1 2 3. It's I have
40 fucking ping. You play, you can think.
No! Oh my god, this whole time is starting soon. Oh no way.
40 fucking ping.
Shit, no way. No way, man. That clip. Oh, whatever. I don't really see anyways. Right, so I didn't remember. Remember Microsoft Store or something? Microsoft Store. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello? Okay, so this is what you call respectable webcam microphone. So this is a microphone of the webcam. It sounds pretty cool, I guess. So considerable, but like yeah.
Hello. This is test. Hello. 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 It has a really nice. It's really, really nice. Pretty sick, I would say. Ooh. It sounds pretty cool. Right, so. Test, 1, 2, 3. This will be a test for testing the microphone, I guess. Test, 1, 2, 3. This will be testing the microphone with there's wind, there's background noise, everything. So I haven't set any play out in this headset, so yeah, and every headset here, so yeah. Test, 1, 2, 3. This will be testing the microphone with there's wind, there's background noise.
Test 1, 2, 3. This will be testing the webcam microphone.
Test,
Meet Arc 2, your personal camera assistant. It automatically tracks your movement and keeps you in frame so you can focus on what's important. It works on any camera and lens combo. Simply mount your phone, start recording, and get in the frame. Arc 2 does the rest. Set your tracking speed and where you want to be in the frame so you never have to worry about missing a shot. Step up your productions with dynamic, parallaxing movement without adding setup time or complexity. Arc 2 tracks your subject without having to set in and out points and reframes automatically. During interviews, use a second Arc 2 on a tripod for your B-cam shot. Adjust the tracking speed and framing to get the shot every time. So whether you're capturing your adventures, creating content for your channel, or filming an interview, think of Arc 2 as your new personal assistant.
This is a deserted island with 0 inhabitants, and we're gonna spend 24 hours straight here. I'm gonna go swim.
Yo, this looks like a Dorito.
Speaking of Doritos, we brought supplies. Hey, first is Mountain Dew. RV Easy Bake Oven, just for my poop. We brought Fortnite Monopoly, because deserted islands are pretty lonely.
What did you bring, Chandler?
A heavy object. And everything else here is just tents, chairs, and boring things.
You ever go to the grocery store with your mama and then gotta take all the bags at once?
All right, boys, the boats are gone. They're not coming back until tomorrow. We have no cell service. We're on a deserted island. Please, do not let anyone die. I gotta go pee over there. You guys keep setting up camp.
I'm gonna build the best tent you ever seen.
Good, Chandler, can you build mine?
Nope.
They're over there, like I said earlier. Treasure chest full of money. We're gonna find a spot to bury all this money, but I don't know where. I don't want them to see me. They're right over there. What if we told them we were playing hide and seek, but instead I buried the treasure? All right, my fellow islanders, I want to play hide and seek real quick. I need you guys to all line up over here. Okay, drop what you're doing. Go all the way to the water and look that way. If you're caught cheating, you're never allowed to compete in a challenge ever until the day you die.
But I'm immortal.
They would never expect it to be in the middle of the camp. I'm gonna dig a decoy hole. We're really close to camp, which is why I don't think they'll check here. They're gonna think it's further out. All right, guys, I lied about hide and seek. You can turn around.
You were trying to bury yourself and you couldn't.
No, I buried treasure. There's $10,000 buried somewhere.
No, it's not.
Just kidding. So I lied. It's not $10,000. There's $3,000. Go. $3,000 in $1 bills. If I touch it first, I get it. The more they look, the more footprints they make, and the harder it will be to find. I see you, Chandler.
I know Jimmy, very lazy. Doesn't like to go far, which is why he went far. I'm going to Europe.
My strategy is to follow Chris and then push him when he finds it and bring it back faster.
I'm gonna set my tent up, have a nice meal, and tonight I'm gonna go grab it.
Now let's set up camp.
Wow, you already built your tent.
That took a very long time.
Tear it down because it wasn't on camera.
No.
Dude, we're keeping big tent industry in business. We just keep on buying so many tents.
First step of building a tent is to complain.
Ah, I'm so angry that you exist.
Yeah.
You know where the treasure is, right? And do a little splitsy ditsy.
Because I don't settle for 50-50, Chris.
I'll take $200. I just want to find it.
You just want to find it?
Yeah. I offered him $2,800. See if you can beat that, nerds.
Well, yeah, I've already found it.
You're building this tent, you're working hard.
I went through all my ranks, Cub Scouts before Boy Scout, and then I became a Boy Scout. They're gonna ask me to help them later, and I'm gonna say, get the seagull to help you.
We're kind of hungry if you don't mind.
Well, I'm dealing with a problem. All right, it's going behind Vikings tent to block the wind.
That is actually kind of smart.
Children, gather around for another clue of your treasure. It's on this side of the island.
Ha. I found it.
Dustin found the buried treasure.
You know, Dustin, it's a shame we're on a deserted island and no one will know what happens until 9 o'clock.
I think Dustin found it, so he should give it to me.
I'm about to try to get Josh to build my tent for me. I'll give you like 20 bucks. Whoa, how much you win?
He won $3,000.
You won $3,000, you give me 20 bucks? Wow.
All right, so who paid me for this bed?
How about I give y'all each $1,000?
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds pretty good.
Sounds amazing. Nice.
Let's suppose that you're writing a really important email to a colleague.
You got it.
Getting so frustrated, too. Oh my.
There you go.
Stop hurting me!
Yeah. Terrible idea. Let's all go scuba diving together.
I'm gonna go for a swim now. Go for a swim, enjoy it. Hey Jimmy, I'm gonna throw you this GoPro.
Oh my God, that was awful. All right, me and Chandler are about to go scuba diving. We'll let you know if we find anything. There is another island over there, and we're gonna go swim to it because we need content.
Oh look, we have a shark in the water.
All right guys, we have a long, treacherous journey. Let's get going.
I'm a shark!
Boys, the island's all the way over there. Keep going.
Come on,
everyone right here.
Jimmy, you're not catching up. No! Chris! I gotta keep going! I gotta keep going!
Just flashed a drop in my eye and I almost died.
You know the ocean's on the other side, right?
Of this? We could swim to Europe.
No, it's under the water.
So fast!
You're like a motorboat. Keep going.
Yeah, where are you going? I was this way. Man. Okay.
Can we bring a tent over here?
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost in the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back you. Memories bring back you.
What? Where the crap are they? Ah, here we go. Okay, this should be fine. So I'm gonna go through this door backwards. Wait, shoot! He's behind me, but where? Come on! I mean, like, I can tell he's, like, behind me, but I can't tell exactly where he is. This sucks! Oh, what's this? Surround sound in a headset? Heck yeah! I can get into that. Hold on a minute. You still only got 2 speakers. I mean, is it even any good? Like, surely you'd need... Oh! So this is full, true 7.1 surround sound in a headset. Look at all this. There's so many drivers in here. What is the best way to get surround sound out of a headset? There's only one way to find out. By comparing them all. Gotcha. Surround sound is nothing new. I mean, we've had quadraphonic records since the 70s. And I mean, it's nothing special, right? Just add more speakers and boom, the sound is all around you. Easy. Haha. Except not really. Unless the audio was recorded binaurally with dual microphones positioned like human ears, there's special processing required in the studio to convert the mono audio that's typically recorded in sound booths and movie sets or in YouTube videos into stereo or surround. And traditionally, this conversion has been a highly manual and artistic process that locks down the number of audio channels that are available. But current gen surround sound technologies like Dolby Atmos and DTS:X get around this channel hard lock limitation by actually processing where a sound should be in 3D space at the studio, allowing your receiver to take this information and then approximate that location as best it can using whatever speakers it has available. This technology is called object-based surround, and I'm bringing it up because it just so happens to be very similar to how many games have processed their audio for years. So what nearly all of our surround sound headsets are doing is taking our game audio, or at minimum a surround audio stream, with this positional data and using what's called head-related transfer function, or HRTF for short, to process it in such a way as to mimic the way that your ear for short, to process it in such a way as to mimic, or HRTF for short, to process it in such a way as to mimic the way that your ears perceive the directionality of sound, which is super complicated by the way. HRTF for short, to process it in such a way as to mimic the way that your ears perceive the directionality of sound, such a way as to mimic the way that your ears perceive the directionality of sound, which is super complicated by the way and has to do with like the curvatures of the growths on the side of your head and like all that kind of stuff. That's not the only way to do it though. That's right, this here is direct process using what's called head-related transfer function, or HRTF for short, to process it in such a way as to mimic the way that your ears perceive the directionality of sound, which is super complicated by the way and has to do with like the curvatures of the growths on the side of your head and like all that kind of stuff. That's not the only way to do it though. That's right, this here is the brute force method. So this headset has 5 drivers per ear to actually provide the front, rear, side, center, and subwoofer channels that you'd expect in a straight surround sound system firing directly into your earballs. Now the question here is, which one of these solutions is better? HRTF-based surround makes a lot of sense. That is, as long as your head is roughly the same size as the head that it was coded for. And meanwhile, true 7.1 methods like Razer's Tiamat 7.1 are potentially agnostic to the shape of your head, but all those extra speakers limit the maximum size of the individual drivers, and they add weight and complexity to our setup. Besides, we don't know yet if either of these methods actually work. So, without further ado then, it's time for some science.
In order to test these headsets, we're going to use Overwatch thanks to its excellent surround mix. The setup is simple. Load up the shooting range, then grab Soldier 76 and sprint over next to these bots that shoot periodically. Once here, we'll blindfold our participant, spin the viewport around, choose a headset at random, and then have the test subject point out where they think the shooting is coming from. Once that's done, we'll have them take the mouse and blindly aim at the bots. Since we only care about the horizontal accuracy, I'll adjust the vertical axis so we can measure how far away they are from hitting the bots. Rinse and repeat, then it's on to the next victim.
So after tallying the results, it seemed relatively random whether or not most of the participants picked the right direction when it came time to actually aim. But there are at least a few takeaways here, starting with that Dolby Atmos for headphones, which is a software solution, ended up with more direct hits than any other combination, while the Razer Man of War came in second. Also, the clear loser here is the Razer Tiamat 7.1, where more often than not, the target was actually completely off screen. Maybe there is really nothing to the was actually completely off screen. Maybe there is often than not, the target was actually completely off screen. Where more often than not, the loser here is the Razer Tiamat 7.1, where more often than not, the target was actually completely off screen. Maybe there is really nothing to the true 7.1 thing after all. Now when it comes to pointing out the source of a sound though, the best results came from the Logitech G933 and the Asus ROG Strix Fusion 700, with an average variation of only 6% across all of our tests, which is less than half of the overall average. Our control stereo headset sat at just under 12%, with every other contender, except for Dolby Atmos for headphones, ending up being actually worse. Poor Razer. Interestingly, even with our Poor Razer. Interestingly, even with our admittedly small sample size, it quickly became clear that the people who were more accustomed to headphone gaming tended to be the best at zeroing in on where they thought a sound was coming from, which makes sense given the sweeping pattern they employ. While ironically enough, everybody else seemed to have better results when pointing out the initial direction, perhaps as a result of the gamers being very accustomed to their own setups? Initial direction, perhaps as a result of, for now, the gamers being very accustomed when pointing out the initial direction, perhaps as a result of the gamers being very accustomed to their own setups? It's hard to say for certain. For now though, let's get back to the question at hand. Are surround gaming headphones BS? According to our testing, the answer is mostly. With the exception of Asus's proprietary solution, the most successful things we tried were all either Dolby or DTS based, so done in software, which tells me that there really is no such thing as a good surround gaming headset. I mean, Asus's comes with ROG motherboards, and you can even buy Dolby Atmos for headphones on the Windows Store with a DTS option coming soon, and those can be applied to any stereo headphones, which means that the real answer is something that many of you probably already knew. If you want the best gaming audio, then you just get good audio. There's no such thing as gaming headphones, just good headphones paired with the processing solution that works best for you. And the good news about that is that these software solutions actually tend to have free trials, or in Razer's case, are even actually free outright. So then with audio being such a subjective experience, it's on you guys to try it out with your own headphones and your own ears and find your sweet spot. Could listening inspire you to start something new? Well, Audible can help you out with their exclusive Audible originals that feature
Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I'm one game away from getting raised. Yeah. I'm one game away from getting raised. I'm one game away from getting raised. Yeah. Yes, then. Oh, I've got Derek. Derek has the Overwatch.
Match found.
Derek plays Overwatch again. Huh? No, I don't do Overwatch. Yeah. My partner then.
Nothing stays hidden.
Oh
from
god,
me.
I'll go 3.
Nothing.
Yeah, okay. You play your keyboard here. Oh yeah, by the way, the stream cannot hear you. Okay, baru bisa. Wait, I heard my voice. I cannot hear your voice. I cannot hear your voice. That's okay. Yeah. Oh god, the brimstone is a bronze one. Okay.